I rarely do evening live streams, but I felt I must do one today. I had discussions with Jonathan Twomley this morning at 7:30 and posted three amazing videos. We once again broke down 2021 with 2006. It was interesting seeing Jonathan Twomley see that because Jonathan is a syndicator. He has put together 10, 20, 30 million dollar syndications. And it was fun seeing that conversation and how it relates to multifamily. In that conversation with Jonathan, we talked about some structural changes happening at Fannie and Freddie that really are pointing to the fact that multifamily may see the pain that I have been talking about. If you've been following one rental at a time, you know my strategy is pretty simple. I believe at the moment, single family homes, at least in my market, are where it's at. If you listen to Dion and Matt, they are both looking at residential or small multifamilies because single families don't make sense. Later in the day, and already one, if not two videos from a triple threat of Dion, Matt, and I talking. We talked about how best to use a HELOC. We talked about how to find a market. All of those videos are coming up. But the reason I wanted to do this live stream with you is to once again let you know, while we're not going to have a 50% off sale, there is no Black Friday sale, there is no, there's no crisis, at least coming in the short term, from foreclosure, short sales, forbearance, all of that stuff. It's just not in the cards. But what I want you to know, is there is a real estate slowdown happening right now. My students in the course are showing me, they're talking about their buy boxes. They're talking about their buy boxes going from 10 to 20 to 50. Inventory is coming. It won't scream foreclosure or short sale. But if you're doing the work right now, you can find motivated sellers. They're not going to be easy, but they're there. Motivated sellers will come in lots of fashions. Maybe it's somebody who decided to move during the pandemic and now they want to sell their home. They've already moved. They're done. Maybe it's a landlord who is afraid of higher taxes. They've just been told they can evict finally and they're out. They're done. We are going to see situational opportunities to make great deals. The next 6 months, I'm just so excited. I'm excited for myself. I'm excited for you if you're doing the work. If you're a real estate investor and like Dion talked about in our video this afternoon, and you just listen to the talking heads and you do nothing, you're going to get what you're going to get, and that's going to be nothing. However, if you have a buy box, you build up daily discipline, you start tracking what's going on, just like dozens of my students already, you're going to find a good or great deal because they're out there. And to the folks trying to find the perfect market, I thought we did a great job of talking about that today. I think that video posts in about an hour. Don't stress about finding the perfect market. If you're new, learn how to learn a market. Real estate investing is not like professional athletics or other things that we go through in life where, you get to a certain age and you just can't do them anymore. Real estate you can do until you don't want to. Thus, in the beginning, you need to practice. You need to learn. You need to go walk through properties and see them and calculate the yield and get comfortable with math and grow your network. We are having a real estate slowdown. There is no question. We are going to have some motivated sellers who try to hide, but if you're doing the work, you will see them. So I can already see it happening in my market, and my market is very busy. I talk about Fresno, California all the time, and lots of people watching this have started to look at Fresno. It's okay. I know it's happening. But there are lots of other markets just like it. And I just want to encourage you, don't give up. Do the work. Create a buy box. Look at it daily. It only takes you 10 or 20 minutes. You can get 1, 2, whatever you can afford, rental properties with amazing 30-year money. You have no idea what I would do to get 30-year money at 2.88 or 3.25 or whatever you all can get at. This stuff is going to be a wonderful investment for 30 years. Rates can't stay this low forever. That is generally agreed upon. But they're going to be low for the rest of the year. Maybe a little bit part of next year. So do yourself a favor. Stop listening to the people out there that are saying a crash is coming, because it's not. Hopefully you've seen that by now. Your market might be a bubble. I'm sorry. One thing I will admit is we do have some local bubbles. And they may burst now, they may burst later. But what I would tell you is it's time to do the work. It's time to do the work. What do you have to lose? If you spend 90 days looking at your market and you realize there's no deal, at least you took your shot. Or do you just want to say that you're interested in real estate investing and you just want to talk about how hard it is? No deals out there. I've done deals almost every 6 months or so for 20 years in slow and hot markets. If you do the work, you can find it. And if you spend 6 months and you don't find it, time to move. What people don't realize is my story in Fresno starts in 2002. But unfortunately, I listened to a lot of those early books because there was no YouTube. And I wasted a year. I spent 52 Sundays looking in the Bay Area. And if you know anything about the Bay Area real estate market, it doesn't cash flow. It's all appreciation or nothing. So I should have learned maybe after 5 months, 6 months at the latest, and looked elsewhere. But I just kept going. So what I would tell you to do in the beginning is get a buy box, look daily, document, learn. And then after 4, 5 months, if your market is really dried up and you could tell someone, hey, I've looked at 100, 150, 200 properties in 5 months and there's nothing here. Congratulations. You have learned a skill, and that skill can now be deployed in any other market you want. All I got for you is do the work. You can do it. You can find 10 to 20 minutes a day, 7 days a week for 3 months. That's what it takes. And there are motivated sellers, and they're going to be coming. This year is weird. You guys don't understand the year that we have had. Existing landlords who have had difficulty evicting problem tenants are frustrated. Landlords who have owned their properties for 20 years plus are looking at potentially higher taxes when they want to sell later. Some will sell now. We've had a lot of movement. People may be carrying a second home because they weren't sure, but now they want to sell. We have had, ultimately will be what I call yeah, but properties sit longer and longer. This is the time. Do the work. Don't just guess. Don't just go, oh, it looks like a good deal. Know it. Do the work. Do the math. All right, everybody, that's what I got for you. Again, it's a great time to be in the real estate market because it's changing right now. We have some situations which are going to push motivated sellers to sell now. We do not have a 50% off sale coming. I'm sorry to disappoint you. So do the work or don't. If you're not really that interested, it's okay. Have a wonderful evening. We will talk to you tomorrow at 7:30. Bye-bye.